Hand Techniques Lab, Lesson Module 4, Stroke Combinations, and the 13 Essential N.A.R.D. Rudiments. In this lesson module, we're going to talk about the utilization of all of these hand techniques we've talked about in the Hand Techniques Lab. There's the molar strokes, there's the finger control strokes, there's pull strokes, and there's full arm strokes. All of those strokes are utilized in combination in the 13 Essential Rudiments. Now, when I started playing drums, I had an amazing teacher named Edward Hoffey. He was my first drum teacher. He was actually, he had no sight. He actually had lost his sight. And he had the N.A.R.D, the N.A.R.D book, memorized. Every note on every bar and every sticking. It was pretty amazing. And I would go to my lesson and I would have to play through all these rudimental solos in the N.A.R.D book and all this stuff. And he would say, no, you missed that, you missed this. And he knew, man, he knew exactly where it's at, and it was an invaluable education for me. And it really started the road for me before I even got to drum set. I went to my first instructor was Scott Gruel on drum set, and that was in Ohio where I grew up. But I had played the pad and snare drum for 2 years before I even had a bass drum or a hi-hat, and that's just what we did. And it's classic foundationalized education for getting your hands to move and having the right hand techniques, which set the foundation in place to play all the drum set stuff for all the years after that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to recommend first off that you get the N.A.R.D book or some rudimentary solos book and spend quite a bit of time working on that. And it's going to be great for you, not only for your hand technique, but also for your understanding of rhythms and a foundationalized snare drum approach and rudimentary approach to what you're doing. All those rudiments then can be utilized around the drums, and there's all kinds of different things you can do with them. As demonstration of our stroke combinations in this lesson module, I'm going to go through the 13 essential rudiments quickly and just show you the stickings and what they are, and talk to you briefly about how the different stroke combinations work within the rudiments. So let's get started. The first rudiment is the long roll. That's a double stroke roll. It's played with right, right, left, left is the sticking, and the stroke combination is a two-stroke version of the molar technique, which is an up and the full stroke of molar on the down, and that would be accenting the second note of the diddle or the double with the hand. When you accent the second note of the double, we spoke about this a little bit in the lesson modules about foot technique, it evens it out. It's called an open stroke roll. It's an open roll. A closed roll would be accenting the downbeat, which would be the first stroke of the molar technique, down and then an up, down, up. When you put those together, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That's more like a buzz roll or a closed roll, where we'd play, put the snares on if I played like this. That's sort of a closed buzz roll, pressured roll. This is more of an open roll that we want to play for the long roll. So it's the up stroke first. My elbow goes out, up, down. Same thing here, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. The motion gets smaller as I get quicker. Using the proper two-stroke molar technique. Rudiment number 2, the 5-stroke roll. That sticking is right, right, left, left, right is the final note. Left, left, right, right, left. Notice how I'm making that stroke a part of this molar movement. So I'm playing fingers with my left hand and making, because I have to make an accent with my right. So now this arm is in molar, this hand is just playing fingers. So see, you're seeing how these combinations of strokes come into play. now switch where this is going to play a molar. I'm going to have the pull notes like this and fingers here in that 5-stroke roll. So it's going to look like this. Rudiment number 3 is the 7-stroke roll, left hand lead only. We're going to start with our left hand, and the sticking for this is left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Accent, last note. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right. Left, left, right, right, left, left, right. So we're both hands molar here. Or you can do our arm stroke for the last note. Fingers here, fingers, this, both going like this. I can go molar stroke for the last note or arm. The flam will utilize a finger stroke for the grace note and a full arm stroke for the big note. The flam is a grace note with a large note right after it. This is a right hand flam, left hand flam. Now you can close that up tighter and tighter. I utilize the finger technique on the grace note. The next one is the Flam Accent. That's number 5, and that is playing a flam on the first note, right, left, right, and then you play a left-handed flam with so the grace note will be here with the finger control here with the right hand. Left, right, 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 left. So you're playing like a diddle with each hand as you lead into the flam. So that the left is first, and now I played a right, now I got to play another right down here, so that's going to be a finger note. The next one is the Flam Paradiddle. Now this is the sticking of a paradiddle. Right, left, right, right. Left, right, left, left. Right, left, right, right. Left, right, left, left. But there's a flam at the beginning of each one. So you'll have a left leading to that first right. And right, left, right, right. See, there's a great combination of the molar stroke and then turning into just a tap with a finger control for those grace notes. The Flam Accent is one of the rudiments that doesn't loop from beat to beat. It has a little rest in it. So you're going to play the grace notes with the left, leading to the right. So right, you're going to go right, left, and then there's a flam, and then a rest afterwards. But you got to accent that next left, the first left. So right. So that first left is the E or the and, depending on how you're counting it. And accent. And see the arm accent there? the last note has a flam on it. You want to make sure that you practice these flams really close and really open. And then really close. So you can tighten the flams up. The grace note space between the main note, either open or more closed like that. The next one, number 8, is the rough. The rough is 2 diddles before a big note. Now this is, I like to do a pull stroke on these sometimes. I'm doing a pull stroke for the 2 grace notes. Especially for an open type flam, or you can close them up and just play 2 fingers really tight. Get an arm stroke for your big note. Number 9 is the single drag. The single drag is basically a rough and then a tap. So you have your rough and then a big note on your left hand. It's a single drag. Number 10 is a double drag. So you got rough, rough, tap. So right, right, tap, left, left, right, 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 left, 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 right. You want to make sure you play these roughs open and then close. Number 11 is the double paradiddle. So you're going to go back and forth with a nice molar technique inside of this because there's an accent inside of it. So you're going to play right. You're going to start. Let's start with the left. Left, right, left. I'm sorry. Left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left. So double paradiddle. So it's a regular paradiddle. Right, left, right, right. But you put 2 notes in front of it. So we're going to start with the left hand. Left, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, right. Paradiddle, double paradiddle. Number 12 is the single Radima cue. The Radima cue is basically a triplet and a tap after it, but we're going to put a rough on the first note. So you're going to go grace notes first with the left, right, right. So that's it. And then reverse it. Right, left, and then left, right, left, right. Fingers leading into that rough to a full molar movement into the triplet to the downbeat with a big note on the downbeat. Number 13, the last of the 13 essential rudiments from N.A.R.D, is the triple Radima cue. So you're going to play. It's basically 2 roughs, rough, rough, a Radima cue. Rough, rough, Radima cue. So pretty simple. Very important that you know these rudiments, that you know how to apply them to the drums, that you know the stickings for all of these, that you know how the different hand techniques start to interplay inside of all these rudiments. And there's actually 26 rudiments, plus there's compound rudiments on top of it. And some of them we discussed and their use of which in some of the fills of the month. So check out the fills of the month special little modules, and sometimes we're utilizing some compound rudiments and the regular rudiments in some of those fills of the month things. So you can see how they are incorporated in the drum set. I just want to encourage you to spend as much time as you possibly can working on your hand technique. It's going to save you from getting hurt. It's going to let you play everything easier, everything faster, everything more dynamic and more musical. And I can't express enough how important it is to spend a lot of time on the pad, a snare drum, with the rudiments, with all these little different exercises that we spoke about in the hand techniques lab, and really get to work on some rudimental solos, spend some time doing that kind of thing. It's really going to affect how well you play the drum set overall. So I'm encouraged to see how well you guys advance through this hand techniques lab.